Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning, all. Okay, you guys can hear me loud and clear, right? So, supposed to be any problem lah. Okay, so this week we'll continue for the lecture of last week. Okay, last week we talk about SymPy, we talk about variables, we talk about a lot of things related to how constructing equation, everything. Okay, this week we are going to talk about chapter 5, selection statement. So when we talk about selection statement, basically it's about if, else, and elif. Okay, else if. Okay, else if we call it in Python elif. Lebih kurang lah. Okay, so the outcome from this week, okay, is basically to understand the selection statement, which are if and if else statement, and for us to implement the selection statement based in a program. Okay, so this is what we're going to do today. So in decision making, actually, we have the if statement and if else statement. So it means that when you have a program later on, based on the input, you want to provide a decision based on the input, whether it's good or bad, true or false, anything else that you want to create. Okay, we will use the if else statement. So the if else statement basically helps you reroute your program from one functions to another to make your program work as intended. So this is basically what we're going to do today. So for if else statement, okay, if you refer to the flowchart here, basically we have this diamond shaped thing. Okay, if the condition is true, we're going to the right side, and then if the condition is false, we're going downwards. Means that if only the condition is true, this code will be executed. Okay, if the condition is false, anything within this line will be executed. So this is an example of the program here. Okay, so let's go towards the demonstration immediately. Okay. Okay, you can save as anything you want, your file.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir belum share screen lagi.
Oh, saya belum share screen. Oh, sorry. Saya ingatkan saya punya screen ni. Okay. Okay, much more clear, right? Okay, so supposedly this one is clearer lah. Okay. Boleh ya? Can you see the screen?
Boleh, sir.
Okay. So here, okay, we have the code for if else. Okay. So for if else, basically you have this diamond code, the diamond shape thing, and then we have a rerouting, two routes coming out, two or three routes even, or even more. Okay, based on the condition that you want to set up. So on this, for respective routes, you have a specialized code where you specify that the code only for a certain route. So this is what we call it conditional code. And this one, in case if it's true, okay, if the condition is true, it's going to this code. If its condition is false, going straight to other codes or end it immediately. So this is an example of a code here. Okay, this one last week example. I need to clean up first. Okay, so here we have, okay, two value, enter two value, first value, second value, total is value 1 plus value 2. And if the total more than 65, print yes, pass. If total less than 64, print sorry, try again. Okay, so supposedly you should enter the codes like this. Okay, two value, yes, pass. If this, yes, sorry, try again. So it's very simple code. So let's try and do it in your Tony. If you can open your Tony, you can do it by yourself. Okay, val1 equal eval input, enter the first value. Okay, and then we have value 2, eval input, enter the second value. Okay, then you have total equal value 1 plus value 2. Okay. Okay, value 1 plus value 2. And then we have if total, okay, equals 65. Okay, don't forget we have this, what you call it, double dot. here. Okay, not semicolon, double dot. Okay, we use double dot. Print. Okay, when you do the conditional coding, okay, it usually indented inside. Okay, you see that. Okay, the codes suddenly shift to right. Okay, so don't shift it back to the left, because if you shift back to the left, okay, it means that it went outside of the if. Okay, to the right means within the if. Okay, so downwards. Okay, now I'm going to second condition. Okay, I'll go back to the left. If total less than 64. Okay, okay, double dot again. Print. Sorry, try again. Oops. Okay, so try again. Okay, so let's take a look at the code. Is it working as intended or not? Okay, let's reduce the size here. Okay, this is my code. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, what happened when we run it? So when we run it, oops, there is something wrong. Maybe I put a wrong code. Oh, I forgot this one. Okay, so run again. Okay, I enter the first value here. Okay, I enter the first value here. What is the value that I want? So let's just put 42. Second value 14. And the output, sorry, try again. Means that when I put 42, okay, 42, I put 14. Okay, here. And then when I see the total here, okay, you see on the right side here in our variables. Okay, total is 56. Okay, you see the 56. So when I'm is going when the total go 56, when become 56, so it'll go to the first if, okay, and it will check total is equal 65 or not. Okay, so in this case it's a false. Okay, when you see total more or less equal 65, become false because total is 56. Okay, total become 56, so it's a false. So when it's a false, it's going to the next line. It will skip this code. It's going to the next line if total is less than 64. Okay, so when total is less than 64, it's true. Okay, the inner code is being executed. Okay, so print, sorry, try again, is being executed. So you can display here. So next, what happened if we try more than that? 35 plus 78. So you see that the total right now is 113. Okay, so that the answer is, okay, if you see the condition here, okay, when the total comes into first if total is more than 65, it become true. Okay, print yes, pass. Okay, and then we go down here, if total less than 64 is a false, and sorry, try again. Okay, so this is the basic of if coding. Okay, so let's go towards other thing. Okay, so sometimes, okay, this one is count as two function. Okay, it will go here and it will go here. Okay, in case the first one is also true, the first one is true, it will still go to the second one and check whether it's true or false. Okay, it will still go to the second one and check to the true or false, even though the first one is true already. So here we have what we call else. Else mean other than the above. So when you use the total is more than 65, other than more than 65 might be lower than 64. So this is what we want. Okay, this is what we want. Okay, so here, so when you see when it goes here and it become true, okay, it just print out yes, pass, and if it's false, it will just keep and end the code. It will not take a look whether other thing is true or false as well. So here, if you got one true, and then just do the code and finish the program. So this is one way of doing it. So when you see, if I put in 54 and we have 33, okay, same thing. Okay, 88. And then if I put less, level 12 plus 13, okay, sorry, try again. So this is one way of us doing using if and else. Okay, so here, if you look at the code here, if else, okay, so if you see that we have, for if else, here you see that we have a one condition. If condition is true, here we have the code for true. And then if the condition is false, we have a code for false under the else. So under the if is the true one, and under the else is the false one. So it's simple, right? So next, okay, let's take a look at the next code. Now, okay, we have if, else, and else if. Okay, else if means that if in case you have a multiple codes, okay, multiple condition that you want to do, okay, that you want to do, instead of having if and else only in the middle of in between if and else, you have else if. Okay, we got it elif. Actually it's a short form for else if. So else if means that condition one, okay, like for example you want to find out whether the student got A, B, C, D, E. Okay, the first one might be the condition in case the student got A, range of this is mark, the student get A. And then for else if the student got this range mark, it become B. Else if expression 3, if the student got this mark, got C. And else fails. Okay, so if you want to do it like that, we can use it else if here. Okay, the short form is elif here. Okay, so example of a code here, you see that for example is count as print A, B, C, and try again. Okay, so here you see that we have begin, enter value 1 and value 2. Okay, total value 1 plus value 2. Okay, if total is more than 80 and less than 100, it becomes true. Okay, if total more than 70 and less than 79, okay, or equal 79, become B, and next C, and then fail. So let's try and do this code here. Okay, I think you can see the codes. Huh? Okay, so you want to see the result? Yes, pass A, pass B. Okay, so let's try and do this code first. Okay, we have two value here. Okay, so we remain the codes for the top. So let's change the result. Total is more than 80. Oh, and then you have less than 100. So here, in case you have two conditions like more than 80 and less than 100 within one condition, so you can put n. Okay, and total is less or equal 100. So n here means they combine the condition range between 80 to 100. Okay, so here we have the n. So next on down here we create yes, okay, pass with A. So next part, okay, just copy here. One. So you learning with me is fun because you just do a lot of copy paste. We change it to elif, and then we change the code condition. So here is more than 80 and more than 70, less than 79 or 700. Okay, 70 less than 79. And down here more than 65 and less than 69. Okay, so this is the first one is A, now is B, now this one is C. Okay, so let's take a look at your codes. Okay, let's take a look at your codes. Run it. Enter the value, let's say just randomly 42, 43 plus 30. So I got B. Okay, next we try again for 50 and 40. Oh, I got an A. Okay, so then I try again. Okay, 20 and 30. So sorry, try again. So this code, okay, it shows that it's working perfectly lah. That's what I want. So I'm going to copy this code and share it in the message. Okay, so you can copy and try and run it in your code as well. Okay, so you can see in the Google message, okay, Google Meet message, okay, I already copy and paste the code so that you can try and run it in your Tony as well. So you can save it so for reference of your next exercise. Okay, so this is else if. So basically we're done for today. So fast. Okay, why are you so quick, Tristan? No, we're done for the topic, so we haven't done the exercise yet. Okay, so next we are going to do the exercise. Okay, example next. Okay, so here is the exercise. More example. We have okay 3 values input. Okay, you have value 1, value 2, value 3. Okay, the first one is if value 1 more as less than value 2 or value 2 less than value 3 means that value 1 is less than value 2 or value 2 less than value 3. Okay, elif value 3 less than value 1, value 3 less than value 2. Okay, value 3 is the smallest. Okay, And then else print values are random. This one is kind of confusing. So I think I'm going to skip this one. We're going to the next exercise immediately lah. Okay, so basically this one to calculate the same concept as previously, just for you to make sure that you have the value comparison between all the inputs. Okay, so let's start this one first. Okay, I want you guys to open your Tony, use the reference I provided you before, and try and do this one first. Okay, easy level. Develop a program for the following computational by implementing suitable operation module and statement as ask the user to enter related input. So start with begin, enter number in integer, outcome is equal number modulus 2. Okay, modulus, we have a symbol for modulus. And then if outcome is equal 1, okay, equal means seriously equal, whether it is true or false. Remember last week I mentioned that when you have equal means that it determining either true or false. Okay, if outcome is equal 1, false print even, and true print odd. Okay, so let's try and do it. Okay, first in your code. Okay, try and do it in your code right now. Okay, I'll wait for you 5 minutes. Boleh buat? Anik, can you guys do it? Anik boleh buat ni?
Boleh.
Oh, simple, right? Okay, so let's take a look at the answer. Okay. Okay, so can. Oh, sorry, I didn't notice here. Okay, so here in this case, okay, you get the codes. Okay. Let's just open again the codes. Okay, here you have the codes. Okay, so I'm going to recycle the previous code. Okay, enter a number in integer. Okay, when you got the number in integer, okay, let's just for sake of remembering, okay, put it in here. Okay, in case, okay, we have two codes, else if. Okay, so you can make it like this. Okay, put in outcome equal number modulus 2. Okay, and then you have outcome equal 1. Okay, answer is odd, or else answer is even. Okay, let's run. First value 3. Okay, error name number is not defined. Oh, sorry, value 1. Okay, first value 3. So odd, and then I'll run again. Okay, somebody still coming in class. Okay, so first value 4, even. Okay, so you can try it by yourself. Okay, supposedly it's not that difficult, this one. Okay, easy one. That one is an easy level task. So let's go even more harder for today. We have another easy level. Okay. Okay, so I'll give you another 5 minutes to do this. Okay, begin, enter radius cylinder. Okay, this one, let's read the topic first. Develop a program for the following computational implementing suitable operation module and statement. Ask user to enter related inputs. Number 1, compute volume for a cylinder and a cone. Compare both volumes and determine which one is larger, similar, or smaller or similar. Okay, so enter radius of cylinder, enter height of cylinder, enter radius of cone and height of cone. So volume cylinder equal pi times height times radius square. And then we have volume cone equal pi times radius square times height divided by 3. Okay. Okay, if it's volume cylinder is more than volume cone, print cylinder bigger than cone. If false, if volume cylinder equal volume of cone, okay, print volume is similar. If another false, okay, print cone bigger than cylinder. Okay, so try and do this one next. Okay, so I think it's not that difficult. It's just a little bit expanding from the last task. Boleh jalan ke? Hidayah boleh jalan tadi? Can?
Can?
Can. Okay, can, no problem. Okay, so I think all of you guys got, okay, let's see one of your friends answer. So I'll pick up Hidayah first lah. Wait, not Hidayah. Oh, Lukman also provide the code. Okay, so let's try. Lukman code first. Okay, so this one, oh, alamak. That's a little bit. Okay. Okay, this one. Okay, Lokman code. So let's run it. Enter radius of cylinder. Let's try 5. Height of cylinder is also 5. Radius of cone 5. Height of cone is 5. Okay, so cylinder is bigger than cone. Okay, so this is one way. Okay, you see that. The cylinder. You see that the code from Lokman. Okay, works well lah. Okay. Okay, let's see from Hidayah. Next. Okay, this one is from Hidayah. Oh, no, not yet. Okay, this one is from Hidayah. So let's try again. Same thing. 5, 5, 5, 5. Cylinder is also bigger than cone. Wow. Okay, you can see the volume as well here. Okay, using okay, same thing lah. Volume cone. Okay, yes. Oh, banyak variable lah. Okay, it's good. Okay, next one. We'll try Anik. Okay, should have. Okay, so try again. 5, 5, 5, 5. Cylinder is bigger than bigger than cone. Okay, same thing. Okay, so you got cone and cylinder volume here. Okay, it's good. Okay, all of your codes are working. Okay, okay. So, okay, next, let's try again with the next question. Okay, we have this one. Okay, so next question is develop a program for the following computational by implementing suitable operation. I think we've done a lot of easy rest to intermediate. Okay. So develop a program for the following computational by implementing suitable operation. Okay, so here you have ask user to determine x, y coordinate and determine the position of that coordinate based on the quadrants below. Okay, so you have to find out, okay, when the user enter x and y, find out which quadrant does it belong to. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3 or quadrant 4. And in case it's an origin, okay, tell it it's an origin.
Sir, comment sir.
Oops.
Sir mute.
Saya mute. Okay. Alah, sorry. Saya ada record ni, tak apa, saya ulang. Okay, recording saya jalan. Okay. So, okay, kita skip. Okay, just now your code, tadi saya tak dengar lah saya cakap pasal code tadi Boleh dengar? Okay. So, tadi code semua okay lah. Saya cakap tadi, tak ada problem. Okay, all of your codes are okay, so should be fine lah. Okay. So, we skip this one easy. I'll do it for the lab. Okay. So, this one is an intermediate level. Okay, so make sure that, okay, you have to ask the user to enter x, y coordinate and determine the position of that coordinate based on the quadrant below. So when the user enter the x and y, two value x and y, you will determine whether the coordinate fall under quadrant 1 or quadrant 2 or quadrant 3 or quadrant 4 or even the code is an origin or not. Okay, so please try and do it now. Okay, enter two coordinate and determine the quadrant. Okay. Okay, try and do it now. I give you another 5 minutes here. Boleh buat ke? Can or not? Can. Okay, can do it. Okay, easy, right? So, siapa-siapa yang nak share codes, you can copy your codes and put it in the message. I'll display it to your friends. Okay, siapa-siapa yang nak share codes? Anybody who wants to share their codes? Okay, if nobody wants to share their codes, we can, I think I'll do it this time. Okay, so we have 4 inputs. No, 2 inputs only. So we have 2 inputs. We have, remove this one. Okay, so you have y and x. Enter x, enter y. So you have for quadrant, if okay x is less than is x is more than 0 and y is more than 0. Okay, so you just copy this Okay, we have print quadrant 1. Okay, so you have the same thing. Let's just copy paste this whole thing. Okay. Four. No, four we use alpha else. So this one elif. So x, y, 0, x is less than 0. As less than 0, y is less than, as more than 0 is equal to 2. If it's less than 0, less than 0, quadrant 3. So one more. Less than 0, more than 0, 4. Okay, else it's the origin. Okay, so let's run it. Okay, enter x. So 4, 3, quadrant 1. Okay, enter minus 2, 3, minus 4, quadrant 3. Okay, so we have minus 3, 4, quadrant 2, and then runs 4 minus 3, quadrant 4. Okay, good. So now next we finish with 0, 0. So it's the origin. Okay, so this is the code for this task. Okay, you can see the code here. This is all the codes, simple one. So you can copy it later on when you watch this video. Okay, so I'll put it the code inside, or somebody else already put it inside. So it's easy. Okay, so this one is easy. Okay, supposedly not into intermediate level lah. So the programming is easy, but the question is harder. Okay, next we go towards a simple, more difficult one. Develop a program for here. Ask user to enter x, y coordinate and determine the position of the coordinate based on the quadrants below. Okay, this one is what we did right now, right? This one is what we did right now. Okay, so this is what we did right now. So let's go towards a harder case. Okay, develop a program to compute the tip position P, okay, XY of the robot arm as shown in the figure below. The computation is done based on the formulas given. Here you have x equal length cos theta. Okay, y equal length times cos theta. No, length, y equal length sine theta. Yes, this code is wrong. This is supposed to be sine theta. Okay, okay, sine theta. Okay, so now find out, convert theta to radian before compute the x and y to get accurate coordinate. Okay, so use this, try and do this yourself. Okay, okay, so we have the answer here. Okay, so try and do this yourself first. Okay, convert and calculate. Okay, you need to ask the user to enter the degree and also the robot arm length. This is a simple version of kinematics, actually mechatronics under robotics lah. Inverse kinematics, a simple one. Okay, so this one I will make it a short smaller. Okay, so that I can demonstrate to you later on. Okay, can you guys do it? Boleh buat tak? Ani okay?
Tak boleh tu.
Almost the same question, but it's not that difficult actually. So it's actually when the user asks, okay, let's put in length. Okay, Okay, length and also theta. Okay, so you really need to use if else for this one. I think so. Because you need to calculate. So you see, okay, so for x is equal. Also, maybe we need to put in sim pi from last chapter. So last chapter we have this uh, SimPy for we did use SimPy for last semester, last chapter. So let's try and include that one from SimPy import. Okay, so let's try this one. X is equal length times cos theta. Y equal length times cosine theta. Okay, so here you get the answer. Convert from degree to theta to radian. So kalau convert degree to radian is means that theta is equal 180 divide pi times no, it's wrong. 303.142 divide 180. Okay, so now we got print x y. Print coordinate. Okay, let's try. Route length 5, rotation degree to t. So coordinate 5, 3, 2, 9, 4, 3, 2, 9, 9, okay, 2.5. So somewhere around here, 30 degree. Okay, coordinate 4 and y2. Okay, so this is where you have the location is around this side lah. Okay, so let's try to round it first. Round x 3 decimal. Round y 3. So let's try again, and you got 530. Okay, 433 and 2.5. Okay, so you can try this yourself. Okay, you can try it yourself if you want to do it. Okay, so I'll put it in the chat. Okay, you can try it. So now the question is, okay, you have vertical upwards, horizontal left, horizontal right, vertical downwards. Okay, so here you have the question is, okay, we want to find out the quadrants next. Okay, so what is the quadrant for the robot arm? Okay, so what is the output example? Here is robot arm coordinates. This is robot arm length, certain degree, coordinate. Yeah, almost the same. So we include the same thing, the coordinate that we did before. I'll just copy paste from the last one. Okay, this is from the last one. So else is the origin. Okay, okay then. Okay, let's run it. 530. So you see that quadrant one. So this is one way lah for you to do. Okay, and then you have like 5, negative 60. You got quadrant 4. Okay, so and then you have, okay, 545. Oh, 5 145. You got quadrant 2, and then 5, 210. You got quadrant 3. So it's that simple. So it should not be a problem lah. Okay. So the question is how to integrate this equation properly inside the program. So in the program, you ask me to convert from degree to radian first, and then from radian we calculate it. So this one I convert degree to radian. So I still use the same variable theta here. Okay. So do you have any question for this? No question? Do you have any question? Ada soalan? Tak ada?
Teduk.
Tak ada. Okay. So okay, I'll copy paste everything. Okay, and put it inside uh, the message so that you can save it and refer it again later on before we proceed to the next topic. So today's lesson is only that, okay, about how to use if and else. So next I'm going to discuss about the last week lab exercise. Okay, so last week lab exercise is somehow not that difficult. Okay, so only 2 exercises. I think you should be able to do it within no time at all. So only 70 students submitted. For those who did not submit, please submit it again. Okay, submit it as soon as possible. Okay, this one is your attendance for your lab. Means that if you do not submit, means that you did not attend the lab. Okay, so that's why I do not make the lab face to face. I make it the lab as a form of you do it on your own, you submit, and then the next lecture we discuss the answers. So that's all. Okay, so let's take a look at the responses here. So we go randomly. Anybody request? Anybody wants me to choose their answer? Okay, anybody wants to choose the answer? Okay, anybody? Anybody? No, nobody volunteer for the answer. So let's just randomly select somebody here from within the list. Okay, so I have a special mouse where I can scroll like this fast, and then we see at who's got click. Okay, we got here Afika Nurul Afika Hazfi. Maybe it's not her real name, but let's try and take a look at her answer. Okay, so last week question. Okay, we want to determine the velocity of the object. Okay, and time taken for. So this one I think is wrong. Okay, so you see that Norafika what Norafika did is okay doesn't have no it doesn't necessarily have an input. So she entered it without the input. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so let's calculate. So what she did is that she insert the H and G. Okay, so the calculation is okay 2.02 second, and the object fall is 19.8. Okay, 19.8. Okay, good. And distance of the object is 20. Okay, so actually the distance here, Nur Afika, you can make it an input. Okay, supposedly the question asks you to calculate in input, to enter an input. So you can convert this H is equal eval input. Okay, enter the height. Okay, so if you do it like this, okay, means that it's answering the question lah. So here from here you can see that you get the same result when you publish, except that it will ask you to enter the height first. So you see, no, this when you enter the height, you don't need this one. Okay, you don't need this one. So you remove it. Okay, and it's complete lah. Okay, so this one is from Nur Afika. Nur Afika. I think so. So it's not entirely wrong, okay, but the question asks us to enter the information. So best wise, you create eval input so that the user enter the input itself. Other than that, all of them are fine. Okay, good job. Okay, and then let's go towards next exercise. Okay, so in this case, we have you have to enter side A, B, C. Okay, and angle A, calculate angle A, B, and C. Okay, so this is the code from Nurul Afika. So let's take a look at her answer. Okay, so here enter length side A 324. The answer is 3950 minus 14. 324, but it's calculated wrong. So what's wrong here? Oh, because maybe she didn't convert it she did convert it into degrees, but where did she make wrong? 43. So let's try take a look. Okay, so cos A B times B power of 2 C power of 2 subtract with A power of 2 divided by 2 times B times C. C power of 2 plus A power of 2 minus B power of 2 to CA and A to B2 power of 2 C power of 2BC. So anybody notice any problem here?
Tak pindah course tu.
I think I get. Yeah, so the answer here, supposedly, she put the answer like this. Arc cos, A cos. Okay, because you want the degree, you don't want the value of cosine. Okay, so supposedly cos is going to the right side. Okay, become A cos like this. Okay, uh, so BC here. So cos going to the right side, baru you dapat degree, right? If not, you got the value of cosine. So now next, so maths degree. Now let's take a look at the answer. Okay, so run it. A cos is not this simpai. Let's take a look from simpai. A is not defined, degree. Sometimes I do forget the command, so I prefer to do it this way. A equal A times 3.142 divided, oh no, 8 times 180 divided by 3.142. I prefer to do it this way because I forgot all the commands. Okay, I could not remember all the commands. Mathematics is much more easier than me, than those commands. So I know the formula, but I forget the command. So I'll tend to do things this way lah. Okay. Oh, remove this one first. Okay, run. Okay, so you see that my result, my answer is the same one as the question. Okay, so here what she did wrong is that she didn't arc cos. Okay, she didn't convert. She gave the answer from the cosine immediately. Okay, supposedly she turned the cos to the right side, become a cos, arc cos. So from there you can generate the degree. So here you see that the result is the same. Okay, maybe you want to simplify it round to 2. Okay, so let's try again, and the answer is 324. So she did do it manually, so maybe you can change it into eval input, enter length of side A. Okay, BC. Okay, so once you finish, okay, the codes become shorter, everything. Oop, no need lah. This one no need. Forgot this one from bracket. Okay, side A is 3, 2, 4. Okay, see, you get the result as what you intended from the codes. Okay, so do you have any question for the lab exercise, or you want me to copy and put it into the answer as your answer? Okay, I put it into the chat. Okay, you can try by yourself later on. Okay, this one will be in the video. Okay, so that you can refer back anytime that you want. Okay, so this one example from Nurul Afika Hasfi. Good attempt. Okay, but please this one for print. Okay, this one just to uh, to how can I say, to dummy the the display as shown here. Okay, supposedly you should enter something like this. Okay, side A. Okay, side A, B, C. Okay, C. Okay, do you have any questions so far? Do you have any questions so far? Ada soalan?
Doktor, boleh
Ya.
tengok coding saya untuk soalan bawah tu?
Okay, mari sila copy paste di code.
Sekejap.
Dah submit ke? Boleh saya tengok dekat sini, Anik
Dah submit.
Okay, nama email apa?
Ikuan 1031.
Ikuan 1031.
Panjang kat awal coding lah. Tak betul ke tak?
Mana 1031? Tak ada pun. Sekejap saya search. Ikuan. IQ ah?
IQ.
Mana tak ada pun. 1031. Kejap, sebab saya kena tutup. Saya cari dekat sini lah. Ikuan 1031.
31.
Ada H
Ada H.
Tak ada pun.
Oi, saya submit pun. Tak apa, saya ada simpan sekejap. Saya check tengok. Ada ke tak.
1031.
Yes. Sekejap.
Tak ada. Tak pakai email lain ke?
Boleh tak? Sama je. Email sama. Ni kot. Yes. Sekejap. Saya copy paste dekat chatbox.
Nanti submit balik
Okay. Okay.
Dah. Okay. Tak ada panjang kan? Okay. So this one is a question from Ikuan. Okay, 3 inputs, eval input, A cost, B. Okay. Okay, 3, 2, 4. Okay, sama je, no problem lah.
Tu yang lain ke?
Itu saya punya ke apa?
Sorry. Allah, silap.
You copy saya punya buat apa?
Sekejap.
Yang ni
Sekejap.
Okay, sekejap saya tengok Okay, this one lah. Betul lah?
Mana sekejap.
Betul lah kot.
Yes.
EOL.
Yes.
Okay, so saya tak pasti kenapa saya punya, kalau you nak kena tak import.
Bukan tu, yang bawah tu. Sorry, saya paste sekali sebab saya lupa yang tak complete yang bawah.
Which one? Which one?
Ni
Yang,
yang saya buang tak satu sebab window kecil so copy paste tak habis.
okay.
Tu yang bawah degree tu ha.
Okay.
Okey.
Okay, 3, 2, 4. Okay. Rasa okay je kot. Tak adalah banyak sangat beza. Right. Dan answer lebih kurang je kan?
Ada kalau ikut contoh ada lari sikit.
Lari sikit.
Ha.
Okay, why the reason kalau lari tu selalunya we convert apa ni? Okay, I see we convert it after we convert it after you calculate everything lah. Kalau you convert it sebelum you calculate a cost ni, supposedly they're the same lah. So sometimes conversion also differ. For example lah, kalau you tengok kalau saya buat macam ni, macam a is equal a times 3 a times 180 divided by 3.142. So saya buat macam ni kan. Okay, this B C C. Okay, so this one kita tukar, kita tukar jadi A saja. Dan tukar jadi B saja. Tukar jadi C. So let's calculate 3, 2, 4. See, sama. The conversion tu yang kacau. So tadi kalau you compare tadi, okay, if you compare with the previous one, okay, this one, okay, the difference is 0.01 lah, 0.02. So the problem is usually at the conversion part. Okay, so when you convert, that's why I like to do it mathematically like this one, so that I can get much more accurate lah. Actually, I'm not sure whether which one is accurate, but I prefer to do it this way, this calculation, so I can see whether it clearly calculated or not. Okay, Anik?
Oh, okey.
Okay. So do you have any other question?
Sir, saya dah
Ya.
hantar dekat chat box tu untuk
Chat box.
question tu.
Lokman. Okay, so this one from Lokman. Okay, the answer is almost the same. I think it's the same reason as Anik. Okay, if you convert this one to mathematical equation that I just did just now, like for example, A times 180 divided by 3.142. Okay, if you use this way, supposedly will not generate any problem lah. So you run it. Okay, when you run it, 3, 2, 4. Okay, this is the result. So Lokman lebih kurang je answer dia, cuma you do the conversion using degrees lah. Okay, so I like to do it mathematically, but I don't think it's wrong. It's just a simple 0.02 error is not big deal lah. Okay, for this question. Okay, so any other question? Any other question? Tak ada soalan? Tak ada soalan?
Doktor nak submit kat mana?
Submit apa? Oh, link dah tak ada
Ya.
eh?
Dia tutup P8 ni.
Rasa tak.
Saya dah send. Saya dah buat betul dah paste letak rumah dah.
Okay, so okay ni link dekat dalam ni. Tu.
Oh.
Submit kat situ.
Oh, okey.
Okay. Any other question? Tak ada soalan So before we end our class, I would like to take your attendance. Okay, sekejap Okay, so any other question boleh tanya saya sekarang lah. Sebentar saya set up attendance sekejap.
Doktor, boleh check balik kot. Saya takut tantang pula tadi.
Sekejap
Okey.
Tengok sekejap. Dia dah. Ada 71 Anik Ikwan. Ikhwan 1031 ada dah. Okay. Sekejap saya check attendance. I think okay, that's all for today. Okay, thank you very much for coming to the class. Okay, happy Ramadan. Selamat berbuka puasa bersama keluarga ataupun kawan-kawan yang tercinta dan yang dicintai. Okay, so I see you guys later on next week. Okay, so this week there will be again your lab task on Thursday. So don't forget to do it. So doing your lab task is not that difficult if you want to do it early. Inshallah, I'll post it tomorrow lah. So if you want to do it after sahur, okay, after subuh you want to do it, okay, it's okay. Try your best to do it. It will not be that difficult, but the exercise will be important for you to raise up your skill. So it'll be around 2 or 3 questions tomorrow. So once you finish, don't forget to submit and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel later on. So I'll see you guys next week then, inshallah. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Doktor.
Doktor.
Okay.
Thanks, Doktor.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you, Doktor.